Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Bring It Dawn.
Sure.
Let's go by the smithery real quick and sell some stuff. I'm not going to buy that shield yet, because Tuatanu promised a discount after we do that quest for him. So that will be my next objective, is hunting down that missing shipment.
Well met, friend.
Alright, shouldn't need any of these books anymore. I'm going to hang on to the torch in case we need it for another puzzle, like we saw in the first dungeon. I'll keep the cloaks for now as well.
How do you do?
Let's also buy a camping supply. I'm just going to buy the one for now.
Huh?
I'm sure we'll find some more. We'll go to the inn, rest up, and then we will leave.
Sure.
Well met, friend.
Yeah, works for me. I can stay for free, I will. Man, I'm a gold pack knight after all. Not gonna spend money nonchalantly. Alright, let's go to Magrin's Fork. Or Magrin. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the bear and Valewood yet. So hold off on doing it for right now. Until I feel a little more prepared.
Hey.
Huh?
Let's.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
How may I help?
Alright, another wolf down. Oh cool, you can see little seeds floating around. I think that's the first time I've seen that in a game. Really cool. Should probably stealthing every now and then, just to look around. Reflection warps and twists in the living, gleaming Adra. A fine greatsword. That would be a good secondary weapon for my main character, since we have the weapon-focused soldier, I don't see a dare ever using a two-handed weapon, so I won't bother with that. Go ahead and swap to this for now.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek around this stuff with
I shall be discreet.
stealth.
Laying low. Keeping an eye out. Nice and quiet.
Keeping quiet. Let's go. Oh.
Hey.
Alright. Knock him down again.
I? Indeed.
Alright, that's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, yeah, just put his skin in our pocket and keep on trekking. Off of Volvano's amulet. +5 reflex and +25% healing received. The never as famous he would claim. It's the same description as the gloves, the first paragraph anyway. Let me double check that before I read it. And then a chewed letter. This piece of parchment is torn and flecked with blood and troll spittle. What little of it remains reads, worried he may have come to harm. Once I reach Defiance Bay, I'll hire guides to take me back west in safety, to see if we cannot find Volvano. At present, I regret my eagerness to be away from Gilded Vail. It is very dark. Yeah, the first paragraph is the same, so we'll just read the second one. This amulet is said to have belonged to Volvano. He was a man much taken with mild superstitions, and this talisman, he said, was a source of luck. It has also served more sentimental purpose, for it depicts one of the great ships commonly seen at the docks of his homeland. I might go and stack this with his current healing. And then we'll give this to Aloth for now.
Yeah.
I shall be discreet.
Let's go back up here and stealth real quick. Be a perception check beside this body.
Nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Alright, so there's Black Meadow, where the Smith's supplies are probably at. Udrana? There, that one. Get that one. No?
Hey.
Oh, they're Gold Pack Paladins. What's going on, my fellows?
Hey. I shall. Hey.
How may I help you? How may I help?
Alright, well, that was interesting. I grab that, and... Oh, a grimoire and a wand. Alright, Ludrana's orders. It seems I have no choice but to provide you with instruction. Frederick's forces are spread thin, and the road through the wilds to the south of Gilded Vail lies unguarded. Given these favorable circumstances, I'm sure that even you can manage to handle a peasant or two. The archers tell me that Kolsk's men made south after their escape. If you should happen to retrieve one of their number, I may be convinced to forgive your previous mistakes. For the last time, you are to keep clear of Defiance Bay. Know that if you cannot be trusted to acquire a useful specimen with even a modicum of discretion, I have no qualms whatsoever about using what materials I have at my disposal instead. Oh. Do I want Crush and Slash, or do I want Pierce and Crush? There's no reason to swap it. Alright, some new spells, like Ghost Blades. Cause a field of under... Oh, we've read this already. Yeah, when we were leveled up, I read that. Alright, Fetid Caress. Target becomes paralyzed, afflicted with boiling pustules of foul-smelling liquid that erupt from their skin, sickening those nearby. A Necrotic Lance. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy, causing corrode damage instantly and over time. $200 copper. I don't have a ton of money. I was gonna buy that shield. Screw it. I'm gonna do this at some point anyway. It's a very offensive spell book. Let's go and those over there, and then what do I want to swap out here? No reason to have the same thing in each grimoire. So we'll do something like that instead.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I gather from the note we found on those bodies, the Gold Pack Knights weren't working for O, just Ludrana was, and Ludrana had hired the Gold Pack Knights do whatever it was that O wanted her to do. At first, or I guess my initial thought was that the Gold Pack Knights were... Oh, uh-oh.
Hey.
Alright, another one of these. Got this guy down real quick.
How may I help? Yes. Indeed.
Alright, hang in there, buddy.
Aye?
That's probably keeping him so close to the rest of my party.
Yeah.
Is when they circle around to engage with my companions they can't reach, they'll retarget Aloth when they swing past him.
Damn it. Let's go.
Sorry, buddy.
Right.
Eventually I'll be able to
Sure.
protect you. And you'll be a little bit more survivable. Just not yet. Omar. Hello there. Begging your pardon. You gave me a good fright. I thought I heard something rustling through the brush. Suppose that was just you. Silly of me. I suppose you happen to need some supplies. I thought I'd make my way over to Madmer Bridge. I'm starting to think I'd be better off heading back to town and getting a few more folks together. Better safe than sorry, right? Say, did you hear something?
Hey.
I guess so.
Yes.
Every star in the sky, thank you. I've never seen these beasts so bold before. Strange times we're in. Here, take these. I'm headed back to Gilded Vail for certain, and you can make better use of them. 3 times potion of minor endurance. Thanks again. Yeah, no problem, buddy.
I'll see what I can find.
Oh, we saw a will-o-wisp back this way. So we go clear out this ruined tower. Circle back around this way.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh. Okay.
Keeping an eye out. Laying low.
See, I knew we'd find some more camping supplies. Never pays to be hasty. Well, unless you're the merchant that I'm buying camping supplies from. Then it pays very well. I was making sure there wasn't like another floor up here that I could use the grappling hook to get to. Yeah, these seeds are so cool. Such a pretty game.
Saw you in the flames.
Alright, so this is about as far as I made it in my previous playthrough. This here is a character that I'm familiar with. West of Gilded Vail, south of Anslog's Compass, and east of Black Meadow, the Anslig's Compass. A statue of Magrin, goddess of war and flame. Dozens of names have been scratched into the stone at her feet, supplicants seeking her blessing.
Keeping quiet.
Squatting at the base of this statue is an incredibly ugly man, with bulging red cheeks raked by pox scars and a scraggly beard. He is sweating, as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. That comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap. And then out of nowhere, there's a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue?
The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast, as if one is holding a torch to it, then slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway.
His face tenses with his iron bear trap smile, ready to spring.
I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow, if that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
The staff rests easily in his hand. It wasn't there a moment ago. Examine the statue. The weaving firelight from the statue gives off no heat, so much so, you wonder if it is some trick of the mind. The ugly man before you doesn't seem to notice it, or feel it, although the sheen on his brow is still present, as if he's burning up from within. Study the man. The sudden weaving flames from the statue of Magrin cast more light on his features. The man's robes are dirty, stained with grease, and other marks of the road. The hems of his robes, including the sleeves, are burned at the edges, as if he walked a great distance across a fire, then reached into the flames with his hands to pull something out. While his hands are thick and calloused, they bear no burn or scorch marks. Focus your gaze on the staff. The staff looks thick, stout, of blackened ash once burned by a terrible fire. Beneath the ash, the lines in the wood bear shapes and patterns, and there's a certainty the staff was once something far more dangerous, but not now. As you study it deeper, it shimmers slightly in your eyes, like water catching the light weaving across the statue. Whatever power was bled from the staff, it doesn't make it, or the wielder, any less dangerous. You look up to see the man watching you studying the staff. As his gaze meets yours, he nods with a humorless smile. I didn't catch your name, or why you want to speak with me.
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter?
The man grunts. His hand tightens around the staff.
It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now.
The man's staff blossoms with fire for a moment, then the embers settle.
If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
Alright, calm it down, Socrates. How did you know I was a watcher? Durin shakes his head. His hand curls tightly on his staff. I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away, one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
He grunts again, his eyes narrowing. You saw my soul in the flames.
There's things we can teach each other, if you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions. I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their muling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable.
He inhales, again giving you the impression of a blacksmith bellows, and he smiles, almost proudly.
Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
He stares at you for a moment, his brow creasing. What kind of marks?
Disease? Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand.
He stares at your face, then into your eyes, almost dully at first, then more intently.
As for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit, but it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching.
He taps the pox scars on his face. I feel like 2's an odd one. Maybe if I had asked that, well, taking the first option when we first met him about Stone being poor company, or cold company. Company would be welcome on the road.
Then let us walk together, Watcher.
Durin's face cracks into a smile.
What?
Let's go and speak to him before we level him up. Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Let's keep moving. I'm gonna hold off on that.
Right.
We'll speak to him next time.
Huh?
That's gonna level him up. We'll stick with lore and I guess athletics since he's already started there. Alright, so I think we'll grab Brilliant Radiance. Enemies take burn damage from the priest's Holy Radiance. Vessels take increased burn damage. So modifies Holy Radiance, foe AoE damage, a 9 to 13 burn damage. Athletics and lore, once again. Some more spells. I will go over those in a moment.
Hmm?
Alright, we'll start with Holy Radiance. So it creates a field of holy energy around the priest, burning any vessels in the vicinity and regenerating a modest amount of endurance for allies. The power of a priest's Holy Radiance is modified by how well his or her reputations align with the preferred behaviors of his or her faith. And then he has Consecrated Ground, creates a long-lasting circle of healing, regenerating ally endurance. Divine Mark, marks a target for retribution, inflicting burn damage and lowering deflection. Holy Power, creates a zone of divine power, increasing the might and resolve of allies in the area of effect. Iconic Projection, creates a slow-moving, energetic projection of the priest's faith, returning endurance to allies and inflicting freeze damage to enemies. Instilled Doubt, taps into subconscious uncertainties, reducing the speed of all enemies in the area of effect. Prayer Against Infirmity, fortifies the health of allies in the area of effect, granting immunity to the sickened and weakened afflictions. Repulsing Seal, places a magical seal on the floor that sends enemies sprawling on contact, causing them to become prone. Restore Light, shows a portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring some endurance to all allies in the area of effect. Suppress Affliction, stifles detrimental conditions through sheer force of will, temporarily suspending hostile status effects on allies in the area of effect. Oh, those are level 2 spells. Level 1 spells. Armor of Faith, creates a tangible shield of faith, increasing the damage reduction of allies in the area of effect. Barbs of Condemnation, punishes a target for their sins, decreasing their deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. Blessing, call for divine favor that increases the accuracy and damage of allies in the area of effect. Divine Terror, strikes fear into the hearts of the unworthy, inflicting a penalty to accuracy on all enemies in the area of effect. Halt, commands a single enemy to halt, causing them to temporarily cease all movement. Holy Meditation, the priest clears his or her mind, spreading that clarity to nearby allies, thereby increasing their concentration and will bonuses. Prayer Against Fear, heals the mind of allies in the area of effect against all external fears, granting immunity to the frightened and terrified afflictions. Restore Minor Endurance, gives a portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring some endurance to all allies in the area of effect. And Withdraw, isolates a single target within a protective sphere, shielding them from harm while their endurance regenerates. Pretty good stuff. Do you have any unique equipment? He does. Endurance's Staff. Endurance's Staff appears to be made of rough-hewn shaft of ever-burning wood. The crook at the end cradles a hovering flame. While many powerful weapons in the Eastern Reach can be enchanted to burn enemies, endurance is unusual in that the entire force of the quarterstaff can be converted to searing flame at the wielder's will. Plus 25% burn damage. Alright, Endurance's Robe gives him plus 2 Constitution, plus 3 damage reduction. Endurance's Robe is frayed and tattered from heavy use. The lower hem appears to have been singed repeatedly, and is caked with the ashes of countless fires. Anything else? Plus 1.8 weapon reach. Alright, got our next companion. I'm going to call the episode here, and the next one we'll finish exploring Magrin's Fork, and we will go to Black Meadow next. So we can do the Blacksmith's Quest, buy that shield, and see if there's anything else worth buying from him afterwards. And I believe we'll level up after that as well. Yeah, we're really close to it, so probably level up before we even turn in the quest, honestly. But for now, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.